Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Easy Learning. Today's topic is very common and simple, and the knowledge of the topic is very important to learn or to be able to talk English. Because the most important thing to learn language is the word, so that we can be able to talk. Whenever we try to learn a language, we start from words, simple words. First we learn simple words, then we learn sentences, how to talk, then grammar and many more. So the first starting to learn a language is by words. So today we will discuss about the parts of speech, or we can also call it word categories of English, means the lexical items and words that are present in English. So without talking further, let's start our topic, parts of speech. At the primary level, there are 8 parts of speech present in English, and that can be called as noun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, determinative, coordinator or conjunction, subordinator. These are the 8 types of parts of speech present in English. So now I will try to define the parts of speech in very simple and easy way, so that everyone gets to know and could be able to understand. Before giving the definitions of the word categories, I would like to inform you that it is classified into 2 classes, which are open class and closed class. Open class are those word classes that can add new members, and closed class are those classes that cannot add new members. So nouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, these parts of speech fall under the category of open class, because it can take new members, it can add new words into their lexical items. But on the other hand, preposition, conjunction or coordinator, subordinator, determinatives, it cannot take new members into its classes. So it is regarded as closed classes because they have very limited word or lexical items. Here I want to talk about something else also. You can see that I have not talked about pronoun in the word classes or parts of speeches, because pronoun is a subclass of noun. It cannot be treated as a different word class, because we can substitute a noun by a pronoun. So it falls under the category of noun, and it is regarded as a subclass or subcategory of noun, so it cannot be treated as a different word class. For this we can take an example. Rita is a good girl. So here Rita is the noun, right? So we can substitute Rita with she. She is the pronoun, so we can substitute Rita with she. But if we substitute Rita by she, then also the meaning will be same. The meaning remains same. So we can say that pronoun is a subclass of noun, because it works as noun. It can be put up in the place of noun. So while defining noun, we can say that all the naming words, for example person, place, thing or any abstract idea, can be considered as noun. For example, we can take a sentence: John loves to play football. Here John and football, which are occupying the subject and object position, these words can be called as noun. Then next category or word class or parts of speech is verb. So verbs are those words that indicates an action, event or state. For example, the boy will perhaps go there. Here will and go, these 2 words or lexical item can be called as verb, because it is denoting an action and a state. The next parts of speech is adjective. And adjectives are those words that modify noun or describes a noun's referent and shows qualities of a noun. For example, the delicious food pleased the little girl. Here in this sentence, delicious and little, these 2 words can be considered as adjective, because it is modifying the nouns respectively food and girl. Then let's come to our next parts of speech, which is adverb. So adverb are those words that modify usually a verb. For example, she usually goes to the temple in the morning. Here usually is modifying the verb goes. So usually is the adverb here, which modifying the verb goes. Next word category or parts of speech is preposition. Preposition can be called as a class of non-inflecting words typically employed to connect a following noun or a pronoun and show the relation of other words in a sentence. And the example we can take that the mangoes are inside the box or the books are on the table. So here on and inside, these type of words can be considered as preposition. Then our next parts of speech is determinative. Determiners or determinatives are those words which help to identify a noun and always come before a noun without modifying it. And articles, demonstratives, quantifiers, numerals, these can be considered and or could be included into this class or this parts of speech. For example, the boy had a chance to win. Here the and a, these two words can be considered as determinatives or determiner. Then our next parts of speech is conjunction, and we can also call it coordinator. So coordinator or conjunction are those words that are used to join other words or phrases together into a sentence. For example, bread, butter and cheese. Here and is including cheese with bread and butter. And we can take another sentence. For example, you can go by bus or train. Here or is connecting the two words bus and train. So conjunction joins words and phrases. And our last parts of speech or word category, word class is subordinator. Subordinator are those words that introduce subordinate or dependent clauses. And the words are that, if, who, whether, whom, etc. These are the words that indicate subordinator or subordinate clause. It has a very limited number of items. So basically these were the 8 types of parts of speech in English that I have discussed in my video so far. I hope you guys are able to understand something new from my video, and if you have any topic related to grammar that you want to know, then you can tell me in my comment section. I will surely make videos on them too. So if you guys like the video, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel for more informative videos, and hit the bell icon to get the notification. See you in my next video. Till then, keep learning and keep watching Easy Learning.